All right, so we're gonna start this puppy. We'll kill this. All right. You are goblins of the Lickatoad tribe, or at least you will be someday. For now, though, you're whelps, ravenous, amoral, grumpy goblin children who learned to stop eating rocks only a few months ago. But
I never learned.
But with every day that passes, your whelping cage seems smaller and smaller. The outside world is increasingly beckons to your goblin curiosity and appetite. But the hateful cage bars hold you at bay. A few other whelps flourish in the cave, even as the smaller and weaker ones thinned out. Kettlehead stands out, literally a head and shoulders above the competition. Being a goblin of impeccable flatulence and having already fashioned himself an impressive hat out of a teapot left lying close to the cages.
Played by Jim Thompson.
Yeah. Even adult goblins, legendary chief Rendwattle Gutwad among them, have taken note of Kettlehead and his advanced skill of poking the rest of you with sticks and delivering bruise-inducing noogies. Blah. But today is special. Today, instead of a bucket of fish heads, Whelp Wrangler Loptop brought a key and unlocked the door to your cage, spilling your sorry lot into the world for the first time. Other Lickatoads gather round, eyeballing you chewing on the fish heads that should have been yours. You are all too big for cages, Loptop snorts. But you're not Lickatoads yet. Lickatoads gotta be useful. Lickatoads gotta be tough. Lickatoads gotta earn their place in the tribe. And that's what you're gonna do now. Show us where you belong, even if that ends bringing you to the boneyard.
That's my reaction.
That's all you gotta say for yourself? Really? Come on, I got a box of these nice little badges here. See these badges? Nice little things. We got some tests for you to do, you see?
Do they involve eating?
Maybe, if you can eat self. First test coming right up here for the nice little animal friendship badge. Yeah. You're going to show me how much, well, you can put this leash on that nice little spider over there. And you look in the corner and you see this spider that's like about the size of your head just crawling around. And a bunch of the other whelps are getting all excited.
I lick my lips.
And it is Retta's turn, Elliot.
So I put the...
They start pushing around, and they give you a leash to put on it. And now you got to go up to the spider and do it.
Okay, so I do that.
Hello, spider.
All right, so you're going to run up to it. Wrong die. And you just pounce right, and you just run right up to it real quick and jab the thing on it and start pulling it back. And then the whelp wranglers just grab you off of it, say, "Ah! Look at this guy. Look at this chick. She's not that much of a pussy. She's almost a guy."
Eat, kill, murder.
All right. It's Kettlehead's turn right now.
Yeah, Kettlehead.
And he gets bit by the spider.
Oh. Yes. Yes.
And he drops on the ground, drooling on himself. Fuck.
Yes.
I rolled a 19 for your thing, and I failed both his thing and shit.
Is he dead?
He's not dead. He's just weakened by the poison from the spider. He's starting to foam at the mouth.
Somebody couldn't have been let out of the whelping pen.
All right.
Good point.
Then I'm on to
I'm going to set it on fire.
You're going to set it on fire.
Yeah. I like fire.
Okay, how are you setting it on fire?
Let's throw one of those little potions that Mark has.
All right. Fortunately,
Great.
it's funny. The book didn't prepare for this, but I did. All right. Roll to hit, man.
Alchemist fire 1d4 damage, yeah.
This isn't good. The first time we played last time, Jim's ex, the first thing she did was try to get me to set something on fire. So, I see a pattern here.
All right. Roll to hit.
I am. Hold on. That's range, right?
That's ranged, yeah.
19. Maximum damage.
Roll damage.
Maximum damage. I rolled a 4.
All right. The spider just
Fuck you, 6-legged Pathfinder spider!
and curls up in flames, and the Wranglers are like, "Holy shit! What the fuck?"
Why did you do that?
And they're all happy. See, that's what we call ingenuity, right there. Right there.
In doing so, I've not only, passed the test, but I've also fucked all you other fuckers over.
Yeah.
I growl at the denim.
So, all right, you both get a badge.
Hey.
This badge has one use, and it only lasts for 1 week.
Okay.
Okay. Oh God.
What
is the use?
Yeah. Hold on a second while this thing decided to fuck up on me.
Okay.
All right. It gives you plus 1d6 points of damage against an animal. Anything of the animal type.
Okay.
So you both got one and no one else got a badge because you killed the fucking spider.
Be you. Back out slowly, both middle fingers up.
It's only usable once, so yeah, and it's a free action to activate pretty much.
Okay.
You should probably write that down somewhere.
There we go. That's what happened. Okay. All right, now we're going to have ourselves some real fun. My favorite parts of the tests. Each of you are just going to line up and start beating the piss out of yourselves.
I would rather beat. What?
What were you going to say?
I would rather beat the piss out of the one who's on the floor, twitching, and I kick him.
That's the goblin way. That's the spirit. Fuck him. Anyways, you still gotta prove that you're tough enough for us. So just start beating the shit out of yourselves in the most creative way you can think of. And make yourselves happy while you get hurt.
I have a creative way.
Huh.
I will beat myself with the dying goblin.
Okay, you're gonna pick up Kettle Head and start beating yourself with him. Oh, you couldn't quite grapple him. So you try to grapple him and he's just convulsing on the ground too harsh. Are you gonna continue trying, or are you gonna do something else here?
Uh, I'll continue trying.
All right, this time you got a hold of him, and you were able to start smacking your head with him. His pedal. Oh God! You get a nice bit of blood there, and now you gotta give off your war cry.
Or something, whatever.
Which definitely impresses the judges. They they all say, "Good, good, good." What's 6? I think I want to say 6. But you got yourself nice and woozy there. They liked it. All right. Mogmerch's turn.
Please be a 1. Please be a 1.
How are you going to beat yourself up? Hello?
I think she died.
Yeah, she died.
Shite. I like using this goblin as a weapon.
Oh, when I don't talk, sometimes it does that, so. Anyway. Punch myself in the dick.
You're going to punch yourself in the dick. All right. I don't think you need to fucking do that. Just roll for, just roll 1d3 for subdual damage here.
2.
All right.
Ow.
I'm actually rolling pretty good right now.
Now roll for a bluff check or charisma check.
Well, 15.
All right. Adding in all the bonuses you get, they seem pleased with your willingness to destroy your reproductive capabilities. Ah! And now it's Kettlehead's turn as he starts to stand up. He's kind of dazed here. He goes to fucking cut himself with the ragged rock. And it hurts him a little bit. And he gives out his war cry. And they point and laugh at his failure.
Can I step on his head?
No, not yet. We're not done with these things yet. There's more going on. Fuck, I can't believe I'm rolling so shitty for him. Anyways, you get the Happy Beat badge. Once again, this is one of those things that only lasts a week and you can only use it once, but it gives you damage resistance 5 and moves you back 5 feet from where you're at. So it's like, if you get an attack in, like the moment you take damage, you can activate it, and it'll nullify do damage reduction 5 for that one attack and make you take 5 steps 5 feet back, so that way you're out of range from the physical attack.
That's always good.
Kettlehead's just like, he was so good at first. He was, everyone's impressed by him, and now he's just.
Everyone's laughing at him. All right. Now he got a real tough one. They bring out this kettle filled with like just really red hot looking rocks. You could smell the heat coming off of it.
Ooh, fire.
What you're gonna do is put one of these rocks in your mouth.
Awesome.
And then you're going to say words that are going to be insults and hurt people while it's in your mouth.
Okay.
All right.
Kettlehead exposed.
Kettlehead went first, and he puts it in his mouth and spits it right out. Ah! Fuck, I can't believe I rolled a 1. Why?
And Kettlehead is not having a good day, I see.
Yeah. All right. It's Mogmerch's turn.
I don't even know at the moment. What do I do?
Reroll. You're rolling
D20, yeah?
You're rolling a fortitude save. See if you can keep it in your mouth.
11. Wait. No, 13. My bad.
All right. It burns a lot, but it's staying in your mouth. Now, roll an intelligence check or an intimidate check.
13 again.
You couldn't think of anything intelligible to say. Just go, I kill everything. Fire.
Yeah, that's probably about what I would have done
You can
anyway.
try. Okay, roll a fortitude save again.
Ah,
No, I dropped something. Oh, crap. 9?
All right, that barely did it. Okay. Now roll an intelligence check again.
15.
All right. You come up with something witty to say. What do you say?
I don't know. I suppose I could make a disparaging remark about Cuddlehead
All right.
being able to hack it or something, but I honestly can't think of anything at the moment.
the pot calling the pot black, or
There we go. The
It's
kettle,
certainly fun here.
kettle calling the pot black. He's dumb. He big. And everyone laughs and cheers. Hooray!
I'll take it.
All right. And
I have to come up with insults for her. That's sad.
Retta has got the thing in her mouth. It burns her mouth. And she just barely thought of something witty to say.
Richie Marcus likes balls.
Richie Marcus likes balls. They shout in approval. All right. And everyone's going around getting their things going, having them spit it out, and it's like fucking moronic as fuck.
Of course it is for goblins.
Mm-hmm.
I hate goblins.
And everyone's able to spit out their rocks and shit. And now you get the hurtful words badge.
And they're like, "Who's Richie Marcus?" I don't know.
This once again, one use, and it gives you within the week, and you can use this against a single creature within 30 feet to give you a +5 circumstance bonus to intimidate. To demoralize your opponent.
Right.
I'll just piss on his leg. That'll demoralize him.
Well, this is for something you're shouting at somebody across the battlefield, making them feel so bad that they lose their will. Things like that.
You're even stupider than Jim.
That's just mean.
Yeah, to the person.
And instead of staggering them, it'll make them shaken. So it makes it better. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're staggered instead of shaking. Yeah. So it's more of a daze effect where they're like, ah. And since we had one that was just so hungry before, we're now going to do the Squirm Tongue Challenge. Ah, and all the other adult goblins are cheering. Ah. Now what you're going to do here is go down and put your mouths in this mud and find yourself a worm. You have to avoid swallowing it and show it to us. Then after you show it to us, you can eat it.
I like mud. Mud is protein.
All right. So let's go here. Roll a perception check, Danamund.
1 second. Oh, Lord. This is not going to be pleasant. Where is that on my sheet? I'm not used to this sheet.
Skills are listed.
Yes, I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4. No, wait, I rolled a 3. I have a negative.
Can't see worse shit.
Nope.
Better.
You just get a huge mouthful of mud.
Nice.
All right.
Mud.
The funny thing is, yeah, with your skill, focus, and perception,
I still have a negative. It's what it says.
you still just get a mouthful of mud, Elliot.
And then I start munching on the mud, just going down on it.
No.
Wanna try again?
Yeah.
All right.
Mud.
Roll that perception check.
Mud is mud.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, you're just getting lots of mud in your mouth now.
It's a good thing we like mud.
Mud.
And now you're starting to drown in mud, Elliot.
Oh.
Retta's drowning in the mud,
Nice.
but she's able to spit it up and cough it up. I rolled a 1. Oh, God.
And then I shit in the mud just for good measure. A little present for all the other goblins.
You're not nice.
And Kettlehead takes a giant bite out of your shit.
Did he seriously roll another 1? Or are you just dramatic?
I'm being dramatic because he got the perception check, but now he rolled a 1 on the fucking
Oh,
reflex
Lord.
save. So he's now just swallowing a huge fucking mound of shit with a worm in it. So he couldn't even succeed at that.
Yeah, well, you know, the kind of worms that would be in a pile of shit wouldn't be only going to happen.
Welcome to GG Allen. Yeah, but these are goblins. They're
Okay, one last try. All right, you found a worm, Elliot. And your reflex save. No, you just ate the worm. You didn't get to show it off.
I don't care.
Okay, so do I need to reroll?
Mm-hmm. Do your perception.
Got a 17.
All right. Roll a reflex save.
Poor Kettlehead.
18.
All right. You get to show off the worm in your mouth going, see, I got it. All right.
Poor fucking Kettlehead.
That's okay.
You
You have to rename him.
It had the worm in it, but he ate the worm.
What, was he supposed to be a player character?
No, he was not. All right. So what you got here is the Squirm Tongue badge. This gives you a chance to re-roll a single saving throw you just failed, but you immediately fall prone. And this is any saving throw. That's actually useful. If someone's throwing a fireball at you,
Oh, yeah.
and you miss out on all the damage, you're good.
Please kill Jim. What's next?
They're all happy. They're awarding all the other badges. And now they're saying, and now they're all gathering you up in front of Chief Gutwad.
Kettlehead's projectile vomiting.
Saying, okay, you maybe think you be tough because you got out of your baby cage, whelps. You know be goblins. The only real goblins are lickatoads. And a lickatoad without a toad is just lick.
Someone doesn't know how to speak English, apparently.
So, if you want to be licktoads, you need to catch a toad at Tadpole Bog. And also, not die. Then you take Toad to Cave of Dark Fear. And also, not die. Then show Toad to Spirit of Dark Fear. And maybe, if you're really a goblin, you will also not die then as well. Get Toad, Show spirit. Kill anything that wants to stop you. Don't die. That last part is very, very important.
And stop vomiting on my shoes. Look, whatever his name is, Kettlehead.
Everyone's getting ready to go out here, and you're able to walk around because they're not, releasing everyone yet. They just sent Kettlehead off on his own with a couple people that are worshiping him. Apparently, they like the shit eater.
I guess.
I don't know what's with these goblins. They can't seem to speak goddamn English.
Or even Goblin that well.
Even Goblin, I don't know. What do you think, random Goblin?
Blah!
Good point.
All right, so what you guys doing here? Because the village is now pretty much open to you for a while before everyone gets sent out.
Let's walk around. I'm gonna walk around and see what the village is.
All right.
I don't know. I suddenly become a ghoul from Fallout.
I think your voice would have to be a little bit more rough.
Yeah, true. Well, I don't want to be too loud because
there's a bunch of different cudgels and sticks lying around, different tents, just things you could pick up to use as improvised weapons. You all already have clubs on you and other weapons. I mean, you got throwing rocks here for Retta. That stuff you got out of the cage.
Give me a sharp stick.
You want to look for a sharp stick.
I want the sharp stick to stab.
You don't find a real sharp stick, but you do find a quarterstaff. The big long stick you could use as a weapon that beat things down with both ends.
If he keeps talking, I'm going to beat the shit out of the narrator.
Mm-hmm. You want to roll a perception check to see what else goes around?
Perception.
I rolled a 16 to look around.
All right. On what looks like a makeshift table, you see what looks like a wooden case sort of thing on top of it, and the legs holding it up are actually darts. The longer ones that you throw.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There are 7 of them holding up this wobbly table. And you figure that, let's see, just roll a quick wisdom check. All right. Well, okay. Retta figures that, even without it, yours, Retta figures out that as you're looking at it, taking apart, you look at the cases, she sees the case's lid and figures that she could use the strap on it as a shield. Would you like to have a shield?
I need a shield.
All right. Wooden shield it is.
I am the Goblin God.
No, you're just a goblin with a really big sword. Well,
Shut up. I don't have a sword. No, I don't have a sword yet.
Once you find a really big sword.
Well, I have a staff, though.
I'm fine. You're the goblin with a really big stick.
Yes, you got a really big stick. All right, so you pretty much grab a quarterstaff, any of the darts, which you can just look that up on the weapons, or if you want me to, I'll tell you what it is. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. There we are. A dart would do 1d4 damage times 2 critical, range of 20 feet, weight, and it's piercing damage. I'm not worried about weight.
Yay.
So if you want to split those up, take them all for yourselves because Danamon's the one that found them, or
We'll split them. I want to split them.
I have no idea what I'd do with them besides just throw them at people, so yeah, I guess.
Or
I can throw anything.
It's a quick weapon to throw whenever you run out of things to throw.
Either way, I want some.
All right. And of course, that since it's ranged, it's Dex mod. Plus, you could probably use it as melee because
Yeah, you can always just kind of charge into battle.
So how many?
there were a total of 7 of them. So how you
Elliot 4.
give Elliot 4? Okay.
Ha! I get more because I am cool.
3 darts and what? And what does it do again?
Range 20 feet times 2 critical 1d4 damage.
Okay.
Translating that into English, you throw it at people, it makes a big hole.
As long as somebody's 20 feet away and you hit them with it, you're good.
Yes.
They'll take a little bit of damage at least.
Of course, piercing damage. Okay, and you got a quarterstaff.
And if you hit them in the eye, it'd be funny.
That would be really hard though at low level.
You know,
What? Aiming specifically at somebody's eye is like a
no, I'm just saying.
something other penalty. I don't know.
I do hate you, though.
Mm-hmm.
The quarterstaff is
Okay, I
double.
can just set you on fire too.
Quarterstaff obviously counts as double weapon for 1d6, 1d6. That's times 2 critical. And of course, bludgeoning damage.
No, we can't do PvP yet. We're only on level 1.
Well, you can do some minor PvP, but nothing that kills each other.
We have to at least work together till we get tired of each other.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, we're goblins. I expect that having a spat every once in a while is probably within our nature.
I mean,
By this
yes.
point in time, you would have healed up your non-lethal damage from the tests. And of course, Kettlehead's got a nice long head start.
Let's go get a damn toad.
So, and you're gonna go get a damn toad. Okay. And at this point in time, Laptop walks up to you, sketches out this really crude map showing you here bog, here cave dog fear. You go from here to here. With Toad, don't die.
It's a
You're
fucking,
all babies.
it's a fucking topographical masterpiece.
That's about the most worthless piece of shit you would have seen.
No, I know,
you...
but I'm sarcastic, so that's what I say to him. It's a fucking topographical masterpiece.
Why, thank you. Now get the fuck out of here.
He doesn't get sarcasm.
Mm-hmm. All right, you're making it your way to the bog here, and
Flopping through the swamp.
the occasional lazy bubble breaks from the surface as you reach the bog itself. It's starting to bubble over. The pond is shallow and it's very stinky, and a haze of insect clouds are in the air in every direction. Only the occasional chirp chirp of Toad's song breaks the drone of bugs.
Okay.
Bugs.
All
I'm gonna
right,
get in and grab a damn toad.
we're gonna try. You're
Where
gonna
there's
try.
bugs, there's toads.
Mm-hmm.
Where there's a frog, there's a toad.
It's thick, mucky, but there seems to be a ton of toads around here, so you could easily just walk up to one.
Yes.
Roll a combat maneuver check.
That's CMB, yes?
Yeah, CMB.
I rolled a 9.
Okay, go to grab it. It just slips right out of your hands.
And I laugh at you.
Okay, and all right. Of course, Retta also fails to grab one.
I still laugh at you. Despite the fact that I just did the exact same thing you did, I'd still laugh at you.
That's fine.
All right. Any ideas on how to catch one of these slippery buggers?
I have no goddamn idea. Does it need to be alive?
I don't think they specified that, but it probably does.
Oh, great goblin god. Does the toad need to be alive?
Bing, bing, bing. Information missing. Thank you for calling.
Oh, dear goblin god. Suck my dick.
Bing, bing,
starts licking
bing.
his hand.
Do it yourself.
Mogmark starts licking his hands, wondering if he's hallucinating and wants some more.
I'm going to try one more time to grab it.
Just run up and grab it right out of the blue.
Yes. Surprise it. You could try to kill it.
Oh, you want to try to surprise it? Okay, I'll roll a stealth check for that. All right. You're starting to slink through the pond very quietly. You can thank your goblin bonuses for that.
Romping through the swamp.
And you have no problem just grabbing it from underneath the muck and going, ah, see, I got it.
Oh, fuck me, says the frog. And I'm like, talking frog? Man, it must be the swamp gas.
All right. So you got a toad. So how are we going to do this with Monk?
Hold on. I'm going to try one more time.
Okay.
Because I just rolled a 24. 25, excuse me.
All right.
I'm going to catch me a fucking frog.
All right.
Toad, you idiot.
So Retta went with the stealthy approach and caught it from underneath. Mog just charges it, goes, ah, grabs one right in his arms, going, ah. So now you both got a toad.
Let's go to the, whatever the hell he said, the cave of the black flame or whatever.
Do a quick craft alchemy check.
Without the attitude.
13.
All right. You can tell that the sliminess of the toad isn't entirely from the bog, that this is part of its natural defense.
Ooh, it really was getting high.
Lick it.
We are the lick-a-toads.
You learned that licking the toad will grant you 5 temporary hit points for 30 minutes.
Oh, fuck yeah, I'm gonna lick that bitch.
And you also take a -2 on perception checks.
Well, that's fine. I can't roll it.
You're essentially tripping balls.
Oh, yes.
I know the meaning of life. The meaning of life is to kill, crush, destroy.
Also, you can only lick a toad once per day, and after you lick it a total of 3 times, you will no longer gain any benefits. But you can still hallucinate off of it.
Whoa, I'm hallucinating that there's a voice in my head telling me these things, attached to a big fat guy from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, he sounds really annoying.
Let's kill him.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nothing new. Jim was used to me making fun of him in the last game.
Oh, I know. It's just...
All right, so you got your trip toads. Anything else you want to do while you're here in the bog?
Let's go to the cave. Whoa.
What cave?
Oh, you already licked your toad?
I think we both licked it the minute we found out that it had hallucinogens on it. We were like, fuck yeah, toad.
Okay, so you're tripping. All right.
We're both tripping.
Roll a perception check. Oh, God. As you're tripping, the bog's mouth just starts opening to you and opening up to Retta, saying, "Hey, lick my balls." And it looks like there's something inside the mouth.
Are you God or Satan?
As you walk over, you notice that there's a dog slicer there.
I hate this
It's
fucking thing, but fine.
it's a good sword,
I know. I'll take it.
It's better than nothing for now, right?
and as you stumble over it, it nearly cuts off your next toe, but there was another dog slicer there. And as you start pulling that out, you find a javelin, a grappling hook, and an unholy symbol of Zarganel,
The hell's Zarganel?
a god.
Is it
The
our
god.
god?
Unholy.
It's a goblin god that likes to burn things and kill dogs.
Oh, so it's like the Goblin Satan.
Yeah.
I'll take it. We all believe in Zarganel.
There's also 2 wooden spoons, 2 dead moles, and a jar of pickled fish heads.
I want them fish heads. I'm hungry. I got the munchies.
You got the munchies, so you're just going to eat the pickled fish heads right now.
Yes.
All right. All right, how are we divvying this up here? You're each going to take...
I'll take the grappling hook.
I'll
We'll
take the
take the-
javelin.
all right, javelin.
The AMC javelin. Or is it a matador? Ha 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 ha. That's a card joke.
Mm,
I don't even know what a
Okay.
javelin does. It's just, I want it.
and apparently, as you're digging through this, grabbing the javelin, you notice that it's attached to 2 rotting corpses that have just goblin corpses that have been here for ages, and they look very young. So apparently, these are children that failed this test.
I wish I
Just
had a.
catch a toad.
I wish I had a video camera. I wish I had a camera. I could take pictures. And you're like, what the hell's a camera?
All right.
Rita, you are stoned.
Yeah.
No, dude.
All right. So let me just look over the weapons real quick here.
My character likes to get drunk and high, as Jim knows all too well. We turn Valor into an alcoholic. Coffee time. I wish I had beer.
Okay. Dog Slicer is a martial weapon. It deals 1d6, threat range of 19 to 20 times 2, and it's slashing. Also
So
has
it's
the
a
fragile
slashing
property. So if you fail, roll a natural 1, it breaks.
Oh, that's fun.
I've rolled natural ones before.
Yeah.
Always fun. Goblin children.
All right. Of course, it's just like your typical crude-looking sword fashioned by goblins.
Goblins can't make swords very well.
I don't think they make anything very well.
No, goblins are the failures. We're self-hating goblins.
Hey, wait, what's your intelligence anyway?
I'm like 10 or something. I'm actually halfway intelligent.
Right. Well, Mogwork is an intelligence of 18. So he's pretty damn smart.
I hear there's something called the voices. I don't know what they are, but oh, I want them.
What are we doing here, Jim?
Hold on a second. I got to write
Yeah,
down his
or something.
weapons.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so we still got other items here. The unholy symbol. Does anyone want Zarganel?
Fine. If it's an unholy symbol, you know I want it.
All right.
I don't need it, so he can have it.
Ave Zarganel. Or something. I don't care.
All right.
What do I worship right now?
You worship Zarganel, so you would know, because that's what you were taught in the cages. That's what they were worshiping there.
Okay.
There's also 2 wooden spoons and 2 dead moles. You want either of those?
Nah.
I'll take the moles.
All right.
I'm gonna go to town on these children that have been down there for decades.
Go to town. Oh, you're gonna eat them? You're lucky that you survived that fortitude save. You're only sickened, not poisoned after.
Quit putting things in your mouth, man.
Yeah, you're just tripping balls. Ah.
Well, yeah, but that's what he would. I mean, she doesn't understand anything because she's.
Not only that, but you were just let out of the whelping cages and only know shit that you overheard.
I heard eating people is fun.
So, no, you're just tripping still. What next? Because the fucking trees are melting and the bugs are starting to look like they're going in weird, like, geometric shape patterns.
There's a dragonfly up there.
I'm just gonna sit out the ride.
It's giving rides. I want to go, so I try to jump in the air.
As you jump in the air, you land on the ground because you accidentally jumped forward thinking that was in the air, and now you're on the ground now and it's all solid.
Ground hard.
Oh God.
Then the trees grow faces. Join us. Join us. Join us.
There's an interesting, dead tree leaning over the fucking bog that's just swaying there with 2 forks on it. Going, eat me. Eat me.
Well, we already have 2 spoons.
Let's eat the tree.
You're going to eat the tree with wooden spoons.
I'm just going to eat the spoon.
Yeah,
You're going to eat the spoon.
Yes, I'm just going to eat the spoon. Right in front of the tree and make it watch.
Roll a strength check.
Oh, shit. 5.
You damn near chip a tooth on the spoon. Do you wish to continue eating the spoon?
Yes.
Strength check.
19.
This is retarded.
All right, you finally smashed it and are now starting to chew the fucking... You don't even know how old fucking wooden spoon. And the tree just goes, that is mighty impressive, Mortimer. Mighty impressive indeed.
The tree's talking. Hi, tree.
We made it watch.
Why, hello there, Retta. How has your day been going?
I ate children.
That is mighty kind of you.
We're just going to sit here until it wears off.
All right, you're
Yeah.
finally getting done tripping and everything's starting to look normal again. You're still getting some minor side effects, but you're more or less with it now and realizing that you just spent fucking how long did that say? 30 minutes?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Plus 5 hit points for 30 minutes.
I had a meaningful conversation with the tree. It told me the meaning of life. I don't remember what it is anymore.
And now it's starting to come back in your head that maybe you should go to the Cave of Dark Fear.
Hey, maybe we should go to
Yeah.
the cave of whatever. Now that I know the meaning of life from a tree, even though I forgot it.
All right, as you follow the map going through the place, you're following the trail, and there's a huge overgrown tree that's just fell. Looks like it was just recently cut down, lying in the lying in the middle of the road.
Let's look under it.
The horrible morning sunshine shows a little sparkling thing gleaming from under it, and out pops Kettlehead.
Fuck you, Kettlehead.
Fuck you, Kettlehead.
Stupid wannabe baby goblins. He starts yelling at his teammates, pulling them out from their ears and like, look at the master of shit eating.
You're a failure, Kettlehead.
And thus the legend was born.
These are Kuglik and Rempty.
Oh God, fuck you, Rempty.
Was Rempty supposed to be Scots?
Then
Rempty's the bitch that keeps fucking with Mogmerk in the whelping pen.
No, I thought Kettlehead was.
Kettlehead's just the big mean one that fucked with everyone.
You were always a failure, Kettlefuck.
Huh?
She just laughed.
Okay. You took toads from Kettlehead's special pond, and now you have to pay price. Give me all your toads and say you be stupid.
You really want to fuck with me, little dick?
Apparently.
You think I got little dick? I show you how big it is as I grab it in your dead skull.
He's not very nice.
I have a...
You gonna take that, Rita?
And then the other two goblins. That's very nice, impressive, very cutting words. Oh, yes, they're just standing there. All right.
I'm hungry.
Initiative goes, and it is Mogmerk's turn.
Okay.
As pretty much Kettlehead's got his sword, and he's swinging it wildly, starting to edge towards the two of you, while the other two are just pretty much worshiping him at the moment.
I'm hungry.
Okay, well, I'll cook it for you.
Set him on fire?
Tell me how many times. Well, I have to see how many I have left.
You used one.
I get 5 per day, so I'm good.
Let's kill the spider for no reason.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, thanks for killing it after I got done with it, though.
Right, you're going to throw your bomb at it?
Yeah, I'm going to throw a bomb at, I'm going to throw it at Rempty.
You're going to throw it at Rempty as he's just sitting
But
there.
Kettlehead's the one who's actually
Yes,
doing
I know, but my character is, got a personal vendetta against Rempty, so.
Oh.
All right, roll the hit. Range damage.
Good, I have to deal with Kettle Dick.
16.
All right.
For 9
All
damage.
right.
That hits.
That hits. How much damage?
9. It's a splash weapon.
You just see his head rupture into like a fine mist as the rest of his body catches fire, crumpling into the ground. The other sycophants on face still worshiping him, saying, "Get revenge!"
I want to try a goblin. I already ate 2.
All right, Kettlehead comes up and tries swinging at you. What's your armor class? Yeah, what's Mogmerch's armor class?
Let me go track that down. AC 17.
All right, he goes up to swing at you, and you just barely duck out of the way of his little dog slicer there as he goes, ah!
I'm going to charge him with a dart.
You're going to charge him with the dart.
I stab at thee.
Okay. And the dart goes straight through him, and he's barely alive, coughing up blood all over you. Nice. You pull it out, and he just falls unconscious, twitching on the ground.
Let's eat. Let's
Maybe you
eat.
should deal with the other one first.
You deal with the other one. I'm feasting while he's still
The other
alive.
one,
You're gonna get fat.
the other one is now freaked out now and starting to run away.
I'm gonna eat while he's still alive.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm trying to do basic math in my head. I'm failing. 15 to attack the one running away.
15.
Mm-hmm.
That barely misses.
Huh.
Whatever you were doing.
Well, I lost my bomb.
Yeah, you lost a bomb. It blew up on some trees and rocks and muck. Didn't do any damage to him.
Yeah, they're
Want
not
some?
coming back. No, thank you.
Now he's a bit of a distance away. Are you pursuing or?
Nah.
Let's search the two. That was good. Let's search the two.
Okay.
All right. The one with no head. Okay. Mm-hmm. Has an actual short sword and a short bow.
I throw my dog slicer at him and take the short sword.
All right. You now have a short sword.
And unfortunately, the dog slicer cuts off one of his feet.
That's fine.
Dead already.
Didn't you just eat him alive?
No, I ate Kettlehead alive.
Ah.
What does Kettlehead
Wait. If you are what you eat and he was a shit eater, what does that make you?
G.G. Allen. What does Kettlehead have?
Kettlehead.
Other than a lot of missing parts.
Yeah. The half-eaten corpse of Kettlehead. What's left is a small short bow in need of a bowstring, a quiver with 7 arrows, a hard leather boot, a salt shaker, and 5.
I could have used that. I could have used that on him.
He salts his shit.
He needed a little more salt.
And there's 5 bottles whose labels feature the same smiling half-elf woman wearing a jester's cap with
What's a perception
words
check
on
on
it.
them bottles?
They smell like something a little bit bitter. There's words on it,
What
but
are the
it is
words?
goblin fear to read it. You're brave enough to read it. Oh God, you're breaking goblin taboo.
Good. I actually studied the classics.
It says Maggie's miracle medicine, the masterful mixture for a myriad of maladies.
Oh dear.
Let's take him. Is anyone getting the short bow? Because if not, I'm just gonna take it.
You can take that too. I'm pretty good with just my splash weapons for now.
Okay, and I'll get the quiver of 7 arrows. I have pockets, right?
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't want to be a cannibal with me.
No, I'm good. I just gotta sit over here and lick my toad.
You're gonna trip some more.
Yep.
All right. Starting to trip again.
Where's that other spoon? I'm hungry.
You're gonna eat the other spoon. The hell's
Do
wrong
a
with you?
strength check.
Oh shit. 5.
This time you totally ripped apart one of your teeth.
Nice.
You know what I'm gonna do while she's doing this? I'm going to cut off an appendage of Ripty for the road.
Yeah, you're gonna cut off a appendage. Which appendage are you going to cut?
Right arm.
You got his right arm in one fell swipe. Just fling! What a waste of a natural 20.
Yeah, but come on. That's awesome.
So now you got Rempty's right arm.
You know, for the road, in case I need some food on the go. Fast food.
Yeah, you never know when we're gonna find somebody else to eat.
Okay, just do a quick alchemy check, would you?
Mm-hmm. Oh jeez. I forget that's under craft.
We killed the.
It's gonna take me a little bit to get used to what my numbers are.
Yeah, craft alchemy. Yeah.
14.
All right. You can tell that the potions that you found just before you looked at Toad, each are capable, have about let's see here. Where's that data? All right. And it's about a watered down version of a potion of cure light wounds. So for each swig, it restores only a single hit point, but each bottle contains enough for 4 swigs.
Okay.
Well, we'll keep them just in case. We can never have enough cure wound potions.
I'll write them down. What are they called?
Magical Maggie's Miracle Medicine.
And they heal 1 hit point for each swig?
And 4 swigs.
Per bottle.
Mm-hmm.
As she licks her toad again, she wonders who the hell Maggie is.
As she's staring at the thing, the head starts talking to her. Come see my magical wonders. Come see them. See them.
How many of those potions did we get there?
5.
There's a total of 5 of them. So how are we divvying them up?
I'll hold on to them for now. And then...
Okay,
you'll hold on to all of them?
Elliot's got a lot of stuff in his inventory right now.
Okay.
Weapons.
Yes, but you have a lot of things on you.
Yes.
All right.
I'm armed to the teeth.
Anything with the leather boot or salt shaker?
What's inside the boot? Anything interesting?
Nah, nothing really. And he's still got that kettle helmet.
Let's take his kettle helmet.
You want his kettle helmet? Aye, Captain. You are now wearing a kettle helmet.
Ooh.
Are you going to try to impersonate the shit eater?
I don't know. It's obviously female, and he was a bit taller.
How do you tell goblin?
I know it doesn't matter. You know how I'm gonna play it. Basically, just I'll fuck anything that moves.
You want to fuck the boot?
Yes.
He's fucking the boot while he's tripping on Toad again.
I don't want your sloppy seconds.
Submit to your
She's just rubbing it all over her clit, like just this boot going all over it.
I really should have renamed the character one of my friends just to piss her off. Oh well.
All right. And there's still the problem with the salt shaker. You taking it, leaving it.
I'll take it.
Elliot should take it because he might need it more. I mean, he is eating everything inside.
I'll take it. Yeah, it's like when I named the magical diary girl Sarah Green.
All right, Reda's got all that shit. You're tripping on Toads, and it starts wearing off again. And you go to, and you realize that you should be going to the Cave of Dark Fear.
I found the meaning of life again.
Did you?
It was different this time. I forgot. I think it has something to do with squirrels.
Squirrels.
Eating lots of squirrels.
Okay.
Okay. Now you start walking on your way to the cave to present your toads. You start reaching the cave, which looks more like old abandoned woodcutter shack.
This looks like an old abandoned woodcutter shack. Not knowing what a woodcutter is or what a shack is, I have no fucking idea how I know that. I think it's the voices in my head again.
Yeah. In the shade of gray cypress trunks, a snagging human-made cave squats on the muddy ground, overgrown with swamp brambles and leaning precariously to one side.
Swamp.
I gotta be right back. Give me just a second.
I'm just standing there, looking off into the void.
More toad for you? Why, yes.
I don't even care about the hit points. I just want to hallucinate some more.
Yeah, I think you both decided you didn't care about the hit points.
It's nice. It's nice to have someone who actually can roleplay, though.
Mm-hmm.
Even though she doesn't want to be a cannibal. Wah.
She probably had her fill of, whelp swallowed the whelp in cage.
How many people do we eat in New Vegas? Like 500?
I don't know, thousands. I think over 1,000. That was fucking horrible.
I like that I took an arm just because. Because you never know if you get hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And I made it my personal mission to kill Kettlehead.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was supposed to be like the
The
king
big man.
goblin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, of course, I wanted to unseat him.
Now you have his crown.
Yes, and I have him. Would you like to see him?
Larf. No, it's coming out both. He's coming out both ends now. Oh, those rotting children. You just gluttoned yourself on rotting children and everything.
I love that you rolled a natural 20 for me cutting off someone's arm who was already dead.
Yeah. It's just like, shink! Ugh, that was quick.
What a waste.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I was about to say I have to. I was about to go piss.
So you're at
Well,
the
go
cave.
ahead.
No, I'll wait.
Inside, as you go inside and open the door and go inside, there's a bunch of junk strewn across a table. There's collapsed shelves and heaps of shattered pottery.
There's a lot of shit in here.
A bunch of rusting animal traps. There's a partially mummified skeleton of a human slumped against one wall.
Oh,
You
hey, look,
suspect
Rita.
that this is the
Jerky.
fabled... Huh?
Said, hey, look, Rita, jerky.
You suspect this is the fabled spirit of dark fear.
I am the spirit of dark fear.
A broken off, cobweb-strewn horse chopper that looks completely useless as a weapon, just still jutting out of his chest. Kind of rusty there.
I am the dead spirit of dark fear.
Mm-hmm. All right. Now you have to present your toads and sing your song to complete your rite of passage.
Let's have her do that first. I need to mute my microphone for about 30 seconds.
Okay.
I honestly don't know what to sing.
Make something up.
You can sing about your day. Or sing about the toad.
Could just say, toad tastes good, Rimpty is dead, life is good. That's my song.
All right, and you are now a full-fledged goblin. You may lick your toad again.
Totally. No more spoons, though, so I'm going to have to go hungry this time.
All right. Let's wait for Elliot to come back here and see what Retta's song is.
Right.
They think they know who I am. All they know is I love to kill.
And, the rest of the lyrics from Cannibal Corpses: stripped, raped, and strangled.
Oh, there we go. You are now a full-fledged goblin. You may lick your toad. And as you stand there in the gloom, tripping your fucking asses off. Oh, God. Two little cats start coming out of the woodwork, making these weird sounds, and they're starting to mutate into like these little grabbity things where they're starting to just grab things.
Whoa. And the spirit of Darkfear says, I am the spirit of Darkfear. Worship me.
Shut up.
All right, and one comes up and starts acting really aggressive towards you. It's getting pissed off you're there, going, I'm gonna come and kill you and eat your balls.
I have a short sword.
I think we should probably get out of here, man.
Yeah, okay, fine, run.
You run, but he wants to use his short sword. He takes a swig at one of the raccoons.
Oh, fucking no raccoon. Nature's ninja.
Okay.
Yes. Or as someone called it, a trash panda.
Yes, trash panda.
And you completely fucking rip apart the trash panda into fucking eviscerated bits as you just start bouncing it off your fucking short sword, ripping it apart, picking up the corpse, ripping it apart again.
I don't remember who it was who said that. Was that you or was that someone else who called them trash pandas?
It's a common thing. Everyone does.
Okay.
Well, no,
All right.
Dick Figures calls them Nature's Ninja.
I like that too.
So there's the other one still sitting there, starting to come now pissed off because she's running away. It tries to snip at her, but trips over its own 2 feet and lands underneath your fleeing foot.
Oops.
Is that a balance check or some shit?
Roll an acrobatics check.
24.
All right. You wish to
gracefully bounce off of that damn thing.
roll D3 damage plus strength.
0.
All right, you step on the thing, but it's able to scurry away with absolutely no damage. As you continue running through the door and almost tripping over it. Elliot, what is Retta doing?
I'm running now.
You're running? Are you going to try to trample it on your way out?
Yes, of course.
You rolled a natural 20 for the hit. And maximum 3 plus strength.
That's one dead trash panda.
That's like, just to give you an idea, it's 4 hit points to kill. And you pretty much stomp this thing for a grand total of 12 damage, just crushing it into fucking fine paste as you run out the door. But the slipperiness of you crushing it so bad makes you slip and fall on your ass. And you're still tripping there and looking inside.
Did we actually just kill something, or was that just a hallucination?
You actually killed 2 raccoons.
Ah.
That was real. You just thought it was weird, grabby cats.
Grabby cats.
Grabby cats.
What, cats that look like Grabby from Magical Diary?
You're seeing that there's a bunch more shit in this place that just keeps. There's a meat hook inside here, just calling your name, hanging off the wall.
I want it. I want it. Meat hook sodomy. Meat hook sodomy.
All right, you now have a meat hook.
Meat hook.
All right.
I'm all tangled up here.
All right, so you're exploring the place, still tripping. What's Mogmerch realizes that Retta has failed to follow him out.
Oh dear.
And you're still tripping.
Oh, hold on a sec. Let me check my inventory real quick. I'm going to sit down and have a thoughtful conversation with one of my dead moles.
All right, you're talking on your dead moles.
And I'm going to pet it. Like all Dr. Claw and Inspector Gadgets.
All right. So since Retta's the only one searching here, she finds 2 Tanglefoot bags. You throw these things in it, and it makes the floor sticky so that people can't move.
Nah. It's like a 2. Eh.
It
Not
makes
cool
them
enough.
easier to kill, so that way you could beat them down.
Fine. Take them. But because she's not here, she doesn't get one.
That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
She's
You also
too
find
busy
4 smoke sticks, which
Where's
is pretty
smoke
much
sticks?
just for making a smoke screen.
There's cigarettes.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right, you're not taking those. You find 4 tinder twigs. These things start fires.
Yes. Kind of hard to not take something that will start fire.
Yeah.
I love fire.
Considering I was so jealous of... I almost want to say the elf. Because I'm so used to calling the other player the elf because of last game. The other goblin.
Yeah.
If I call you the elf, I'm not sorry.
You find a rusty watch chain,
Nah.
a small wire cage.
The hell would I need that for?
Catching things in.
I guess.
Like 6-legged Pathfinder spiders.
Yeah, so I'll put my Pathfinder spider in the cage. It's a special breed of spider, the Pathfinder spider.
A pair of broken spectacles.
No.
A set of thieves' tools.
Yes.
I already have one of those.
Yeah, but I don't.
I'm just saying, I already have one of those.
Okay, then.
A set of false teeth.
That's what she'll need if she keeps trying to eat the damn spoons. But no, I'm good.
Okay, so you're leaving the false teeth.
Yes.
You find a half-eaten raccoon-scented bag of hardtack candy.
Raccoon scented.
I can get my own bag of hardtack candy. I don't want half-eaten.
All right. So you got the loot.
Yes, let's go.
And you start stumbling out, and you see Mogmerch talking to a dead critter. As you're both starting to come down from your trip.
Why are you talking about Inspector Gadget with your fucking...
Because... Well, I have to pass the time somehow, right?
It's okay. I talked to my Pathfinder spider about death metal.
There you go.
All right, it's time to come back to the village with your toads in hand, and now full-fledged goblins. And as you're walking through the woods to get back, you spot upon a colorfully painted wagon sitting half sunken in a patch of foul-smelling mud.
It's a wagon.
Abominable words decorate the side of the wagon, along with paintings of potions and magical trinkets.
Let's examine the wagon.
Bottles, barrels, pots, and all manner of real potions and curios poke out from underneath the bulging canvas that covers the wagon. You also notice the a red-haired half-elf wearing a jester cap and flamboyant green garb,
Hey.
and a mule.
Hey, you fruity-looking elf.
What? Why, yes, there.
You auditioning for the next European power metal band or what?
Why, yes, I am. In fact, why don't you take a look at some of my wares? They're very cheap. I mean, I usually sell it only for 30 gold for each of these wonderful bottles of Magical Maggie's Miracle Medicine. But for you, I'm willing to cut a deal of 100 gold.
Oh, you know what? We don't have anything, so we're just going to.
Then why the fuck are you wasting my time, you useless pieces of shit?
What did you just say to me?
And she hurled a rock at you. Which really struck you in the face pretty damn hard. You can feel it as if it was trying to break some of your teeth.
That's okay. I'll just look prettier now, my pretty.
That actually did about what was the whole damage on that? Oh, okay. That did 3 damage, so which was the max for that attack. All right, so she's pissed at you for not buying any of her shit.
I have a sword.
And it is Bogvirch's turn.
Kill. Set it on fire. Set it on fire. Set it on fire. Set it on fire. Set it on fire.
Okay, well,
Bomb at it.
shush. While Rita's got the stupid ass elf whore distracted, I'm gonna sneak around and set the back of the wagon on fire.
Oh, you're setting the wagon on fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, how are you setting it on fire?
Well, obviously, throw a bomb at it.
All right, just roll the damage.
Maximum 10.
All right, the thing blew up and half the bottles and shit inside have been shattered as the thing starts going up in flames. Her mule buckles and kicks you.
Nice. My dad.
I see that. And it deals 0 damage to you, so you feel it just brush you. And it barely hit you. Its hooves are treated as a secondary weapon. All right. So the thing's starting to go up in real nice in flames now. Anything inside is now destroyed almost.
Well, the only reason why I wanted to kill it was to steal all the stuff.
But fire.
So I guess I'll just stab her to death with the short sword. God damn it, you stupid. Murder, death, die, kill.
But fire!
All right.
I'm actually the one having to save people from themselves here. I'm not used to this.
You jab her straight through her chest with your short sword and rip it straight up, ripping her in half through the neck. And her body just collapses on the ground with fucking pull of fucking organs everywhere.
Well, 2 things, Elf, because that's your nickname now. Fuck you. You kind of pissed me off there, but it's okay.
No, you can't eat yet. The fucking mule tries to fucking punt you in the head and misses. As it's starting to buckle around, freaked out by the fire and the fact that its owner was just killed.
Oh. Huh. How do you let's set the mule on fire.
And it's technically her turn. I just skipped her because she was just being lackadaisical.
Oh, I'm ran ahead an accident. I had to deal with it.
Oh, okay, no problem.
if he wants to kill or set the mule on fire, whatever we can. Though.
All right, roll to hit.
1 second. $19.
Roll damage.
7, and that's my last bomb.
Well, you can always
right.
get more.
Well, for the day.
Your last bomb.
Yep.
Good to do. And you took a nice, healthy. The mule catches fire for a brief moment as the bomb explodes, and it's shrieking in pain and agony, but it's still kicking. And it tries kicking you in the head and misses. It is now Reda's turn, Elliot.
Let's use my arrow, my bow and arrow.
You're pulling out your bow and arrow at point blank range.
Yes. I'm tired of this mule.
And you put it out of its misery, the bullet straight in its eye, piercing straight through the back of its head, pulling part of the brain out with it through the skull, and the mule just collapses. The wagon is perfectly on fire by now.
Let's search the body before I eat.
All right, you're going through the body of Magical Maggie.
You prevented me from looting. I hate you forever now.
All right. On her body, you find a few bottles on her body of different mixtures and elixirs.
Let's take them.
And a small silk bag containing 8 baby teeth and a crudely drawn picture of a blonde half-elf woman and a smaller half-elf girl adorned with hearts, just like a little kid's drawing.
I'm going to step on that shit.
And besides that, you also find what looks like a map with an X on it.
Let's take the map. We can use that or whatever.
All right, roll an alchemy check.
Okay.
I don't even care about her damn kid.
28.
All right. You got a potion of jump and an elixir of fire breath.
Ooh, I want the fire breath.
Okay.
She gets the damn bombs. I get the fire breath.
Fine.
All right.
And then I of course go to town and munch. And you're just like, God, how do you eat so much?
Want to give yourself a stomach ache.
I already
Essentially,
ate rotting
from
children.
all the flames burning all the magical potions inside, any damage sustained in this battle is healed just by sitting near the smoke.
Well, you did some good. You did some good after all. Whatever your goblin name is.
And by the time you finish, the thing's now just a smoldering ruin, which can be strewn through safely at this point.
Let's go back to the thing. Our toad's bored.
Did
They talked
anyone
to me,
want the
though.
baby teeth, or did anyone
I
want to
stepped on
search
it,
the
remember?
ruin? Oh yeah, you stepped on the baby teeth and the picture. Okay.
Let's search the ruins, see if there's anything salvaged.
All right, roll perception check.
I stepped on it because I'm a dick. Looks like baby Maggie won't be seeing her mother ever again.
Retta just started staring off to space while she was searching it, not even paying attention what her hands were going through. That was a natural 1.
I'm well fed. I'm well fed.
Want me to roll for perception?
Yeah.
15.
All right. You found a stick that survived. Roll either spellcraft
Ooh, a
or
stick.
roll spellcraft.
Hold on, I gotta do math in my head. 15.
All right. You find out that the stick is actually a wand of cure light wounds with 15 charges.
Ooh. Very useful.
Yep.
And that was the only thing left out of everything else that was treasure in there.
That's what, 1d6?
That's 1d8 plus 1.
She ruined my plan.
But fire.
You have the best excuses.
All right. So now you head back.
Excuse me.
As she coughs because of all the smoke.
As you head back to town. To your little village in the middle of the swamp.
Romping through the swamp.
All the older ones are sitting there looking at younger ones that made it back long before you did because you spent way too long tripping. And Lop-Top, the whelp wrangler, just looks at you and didn't think you'd even make it back at all. What the fuck? Brine Stump Swamp. Brine Stump Marshes is dangerous today. Slorp saw a stranger on the road this morning. A pointy, elfy one with sparkly hat and bright wagon and funny horse. Maybe you get stabby stuff.
You want to see the elf?
That is quite impressive. I didn't even expect you to kill. What? How? You're morons. How? I mean, yes, elves are tasty and all, but fuck. How did little fucking cretins like you do this?
Ask Kettlehead. Oh, you can't.
Oh yeah, I kind of could tell you killed him. He was pathetic. Fuck. You're wearing his hat. I see you're taking a nice trophy there. You little bitch. Fuck, that's awesome. One less mouth to feed.
He set the wagon on fire, and I just stabbed her to death.
Very, very nice work there. So did you find anything interesting from that little elfie chick? Yeah.
She
Nope.
kind of blew up the fucking wagon before I could loot.
You're not going to talk about the map?
Nope, we haven't found a damn thing.
No.
All right. So there's a massive celebration, and they're declaring you the heroes of the day for killing the elf. You are now entirely members of the tribe, and they hold a huge feast with all kinds of insects and grub and body parts from animals you can't even fucking make out.
Be a man, join the Goblin clan.
As you take a closer examination of the map later on at night when no one's looking, you see that it's actually a map to some sort of wedding event at a farm. It's not far.
Yeah, read
It's
it.
only a few miles off.
Free buffet.
Right? It's like
Reading,
this.
since it's obvious you have no aversion to reading like other goblins, you see it's called Paddlefoot Farm. Roll either knowledge local or just a general intelligence check.
Uh, 16.
All right, so while Retta can't figure out what the hell Paddlefoot means, you get a hunch that it's halfling from everyone It's a halfling last name.
Well, let's go.
That just means there's gonna be lots of good food, but it's all.
Was that intelligence or knowledge local?
That was intelligence.
Okay.
Free buffet.
Free buffet. So how?
It'll be finger food.
And you notice that the date on it says that the wedding is tomorrow.
I don't think well, we have to sneak out, or will they let us just go?
You're full-fledged goblins now. You can come and go as you want. You can even try talking people to come with you.
Nah, I'm fine with just the idiot over there. Let's go tomorrow.
All right. Tomorrow. All right.
Look at my toad again.
You too.
Licking your toad while is this during the walk or at night or when
During
you
the walk.
In the morning.
Oh yeah, okay.
first thing in the morning you lick your toads,
Yes.
start tripping, and stumble through the forest, try to follow the map as all the locations keep moving and like the words keep forming different things and the path starts going in circles and you follow the hallucinations to the letter and end up climbing up and down a few trees. Completely unnecessary.
And
after the half hour is done, you realize you were complete idiots.
one of our
It's
goblins.
just a much shorter walk away, and you could have been there in
friends.
5 minutes if you would have just followed the.
One of our goblin friends walks by and goes, "Oh, I see they're tripping again."
Oh God! All right, so the two of you have made it out.
That was the stupidest fucking thing.
Hey man, what's his face? What's our god's name again?
I don't care.
What's your god's name?
Yeah.
Sarganel.
Sarganel gave us a frog. We might as well use it for a reason.
I still want to know more about this thing called the voices I've heard about.
The light forest and overgrown field give way to a run-down little farm, bustling with activity. Colorful paper and cloth hang from the barn and house, and tables loaded with food and drink are scattered around the yard. In the center stands a tall cake that rises nearly 2 goblins tall and drips with icing and custard. You're standing off on the hill, overlooking this place. The closest place to you is the barn itself, but you can see over on the far side there's this other building facing a body of water that seems really conspicuous. The farmhouse is just north of that, and there's a trail just leading right into a common area.
Let's go.
Everyone's currently sitting at the dinner tables out the other side of the barn that you could see, and a couple are sitting at the big table.
Let's go see if we can get some buffet, food or.
All right, so you have options. You can go around the perimeter and try to swim towards that house to get in that way. You could try sneaking through the barn, or you could take the direct approach and just charge right in.
Let's go to direct approach. Fuck this.
Yeah.
All right, you're charging right in. And as you pass the animal pens, which have a bunch of pigs in it, a guy takes notice of these 2 goblins. He's wearing an eye patch.
Hey, pirate.
He's half drunk, and he looks like he's a gnarled kind of guy. What the hell are you doing here? Get the fuck out of here, you goblin scum! It's a human.
We're friends of somebody or something. Food, drinks, now.
Brother of the bride.
I don't believe that shit. He says as he pulls out his sword, I'm going to fucking make certain you don't make it any closer.
Oh, I like the way you speak. When you die, I'll violate your body.
He takes a swing at Retta's head and barely misses. It is now Retta's turn. How are you doing this?
Sword.
You're pulling out your short sword. And you swing and miss him.
Fuck. Hey, you have 5 fire bombs now.
Oh yeah, I do. I have to wait for my turn now.
It is your turn.
It's your turn.
No one else has approached yet. People haven't really noticed because they're all celebrating with a huge ruckus.
19 to hit.
Roll for damage.
Oh, 5.
All right. The bomb bursts off of his arm. And you see him get, a bit stunned there. But he still looks kind of okay. You said 5? Okay.
Yep.
All right. And now he's pissed and he takes a swing. And he hits Retta.
Fuck.
And you get a nice little gash going down right between your boobs.
Nice. I look good now. This is where you
took
die.
5 damage. It hurts a lot, but you're still kicking.
This is where you die.
All right, you're still using your sword.
Still using my sword.
All right, this time. You hit him so hard with the sword that it gashes his arm pretty damn good. And you see him losing a lot of blood within a quick amount of time. He just ripped open the vein there and he just drops to the ground unconscious, twitching.
Let's step on his head.
Amazingly, none of the party goers have noticed yet.
Someone step on his head.
You're going to try stepping on his head?
Well,
Yeah.
last time I tried stepping on somebody's head, it didn't work, so.
I did it fine, so.
You try stomping on his head while he's twitching, and he moves just a couple inches so that your foot misses him.
Finish him off, finish him off, finish him off.
And of course, he has now been decapitated.
Let's walk forward.
Party goers are starting to look over because they just see this head fly towards them. Oh my God, goblins! They all shout.
We just wanted the food.
I gotta be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
Aw, nobody likes goblins.
Oh yeah, they just kill and eat.
If you just would have invited us in, we wouldn't have killed them.
I'll wait for her to come back for this next part.
I'm enjoying this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm freezing fucking cold. To all you watching the live stream out there, watch the Swine Brothers show.
Yay.
Okay.
Standing up, you see a man dressed in really fancy clothes that no goblin would ever wear, and a woman in a pure white dress. And the woman says, "You! No! You're not taking my winningest. I already lost Valorous to whatever the hell he went. You're not taking my winningest. This halfling woman.
Who the hell's Valorous?
No one knows. You wouldn't know.
No, that's why I'm asking. Who the hell's Valorous? Who's he talking about? Just let us have food and we'll ignore you.
You goddamn cons. And the newlyweds jump the table and start rushing you as the party guests get up behind to try to take blows at you.
I'll use one of my twig fire thingies.
All right.
The Tinder twig.
Yeah,
Whatever.
you throw the Tinder twig at them, and it catches the fire to the damn ground right beside where they're running and misses them. But it's going off in the yard now. So there's a nice little fire going off in the middle of the dirt yard.
If you just let us eat, we would not fight you, you idiots.
All right, and you still got a round here, Mog merch.
Yeah. 1 second. Is that chick still standing?
They're all still running towards you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna aim for the lady in the dress.
I would have aimed at the groom just to have her fucking dreams crushed.
Oh,
All right.
Yeah. 17 to hit.
All right. You rolled a 17.
To hit.
All right, roll damage. And is this going to be the splash damage thing where you hit people nearby?
Yeah.
All right. What's the 8? Okay. You did 8 damage. Okay, and the minimum damage on that would be if you rolled a 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's +4.
So that would be 5. All right. You hit the chick. Okay, you said that was 8. All right. And she shrieks in pain as they're charging you with their bare fists coming. And as it blows up in her face, she's still able to charge, but she's charred up pretty good. Only now just falling slightly behind her husband. And you end up killing 3 of the party guests with the rest of the bling. They're just burning on the ground, clutching themselves in pain, and then just dying.
Wait, they're not even attacking with weapons?
Well, they got bottles and shit, but the groom and bride aren't attacking with weapons. All right. The groom comes up and tries to swing at you. And he goes to swing with both his punches, and you just dodge out of the way really quick here, Retta. All right. The bride also tries to swing at you. What's your AC again?
Hey,
Mine
Mog merches.
it's 17.
17.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she swings around but also misses. A couple of party goers are starting to come in and try to trade blows.
why don't you just run away like you should?
All right, and 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. All 8 of the party guests that are now swarmed around you are completely surrounded now. Have, swung with various bottles that they broke off the tables to try to face you. And, different cutting, different flatware they're trying to beat you with because, they weren't expecting a fight.
Yes.
So they all missed. It is now your turn.
Whose turn?
It is Retta's turn, Elliot.
Arrow. I don't care who I hit as long as I hit someone.
All right, I'll roll for random target then.
I want a hole.
Okay. And you hit the groom with which weapon?
Arrow.
You're shooting an arrow. Okay.
Point
At
blank
point
range.
blank range. And it just barely grazes his arm, causing him to bleed a little bit. Okay, it is now Mogmerch's turn.
Do another bomb.
Yes, bombs were very effective. Splash damage, obviously.
20, 20 to hit.
20 to hit. All right, roll for damage. Who are you aiming that at?
Run.
Just everybody in general. Whoever's closest.
Okay.
7.
7. Okay. The bride shrieks in terror as she collapses on the ground in flames, trying to put herself out, but she gets suffocated by the smoke and just passes out. You can tell she's faintly breathing. And the splash damage ends up killing 5 more of the party guests as they hit the ground.
Nice.
You're now down to the groom and 3 party guests as the groom tries to swing at fucking Retta and connects.
Why aren't you running, you cowards?
Yeah, they're braver than they seem.
That's it.
Fight us
Tinder
big strong
twig.
goblins.
Tinder twig.
All right. And he scuffs you up pretty good, but you're still going strong after he just smacks you in the face and bloodies your nose.
Oh, look, I
That
look
was
even
2
cuter than I
damage.
did before.
Okay. The other party guests take swings and miss. All right. Retta's
twig.
turn.
Wait, whose turn?
Retta's.
Mine.
Oh.
You're going to hit still with the bow.
No, Tinder twig, I keep saying.
Oh, you're going to try throwing a tinder twig at them. And it hits the ground right behind you. You throw it just a little bit too far. And it catches the fire. But now they're kind of trapped.
Yes.
Where they're in close range now. There's fire going everywhere. It is now Mogmerch's turn.
But we have them corralled into a little tiny area, huh?
Yeah.
Ow, I rolled a 9.
All right.
I'm going in the house. Screw this.
And you're just aiming at the crowd. Roll for damage because
Maximum 10.
All right. You killed 3 party guests and singed the groom just mildly.
But he's pretty much corralled by fire, right?
You're all corralled in by fire. He can't escape now, which he was about to do after he saw this goat turn completely against him. The pigs in the pen right beside you are screeching through the flames.
I'm going to leave him alive.
You're going to leave him alive.
He's corralled by fire. It's gonna get him.
Oh, he wants to slow.
All right. So he's corralled by fire, can't escape even though he wants to.
Yes, exactly.
He takes a swing at you, connects, and now you're unconscious.
Oops.
He just
Oh,
knocks you real good, and now you're lying on the ground unconscious. Retta is down.
Okie dokie.
All right. And on Retta's turn, she stabilizes and is unconscious. It is now Mogmerch's.
Let's see here. Guess I'll have to go over there and shove one of these bottles of magical Maggie's Miracles shit down your throat.
Thank you. Just shove it down my throat.
The whole bottle or just a swig?
The whole bottle.
The whole bottle. I'm out.
All right. So that's going to take a couple of turns.
No. As long as
At which time he's trying to attack you and he hits his bare fist while you're trying to jam that down his throat. And he hits for a total of 4 damage.
Ow.
Okay. He swings again. This time misses. Misses again. And this time he crits.
No.
for a total of 6 damage.
Huh.
Oh, I'm at 0.
So you collapse her unconscious, but at this point, Retta's able to wake up because that was all 4 turns. And she's able to get back up off the ground. While she's getting up off the ground, he swings and hits again. This time, breaking your, making it feel as if he broke your jaw almost, his bare fists.
Sword.
The fire is dying down. You take out the sword.
Excuse me.
And your retort is to cut off his arm. And as he's sitting there crying because his arm's cut off, you bring it down, cut off his other arm. He hits the ground. And he's pretty much dead in the next turn. You have an unconscious companion.
I guess I'll shove a bottle down his throat.
All right, gain 4 hit points because everyone's dead and the fire in the yard's dying down now.
And I'll use a cure light wounds wand on myself a couple times.
You do not have the right skill to do it.
I can now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll heal you then with a potion.
Yeah. That's how it works.
So that's another potion down. Full bottle.
Well, how many charges on the cure light wound now?
15.
I mean, after you use it.
Okay, you only use 1. You got to use magic device to try to activate it.
If not, I'll just swig another bottle with my broken ass jaw.
I rolled a 5.
Yeah, you wasted a charge.
Give me another bottle.
Okay.
All right, so you're back up to 6 hit points.
I'm going inside the house.
3 potions left now, and the wand has 15 charges on it, or 14.
All right, so, the animals are stirred. They're freaking out. But all humanoids in the yard seem to be taken care of at the moment.
Yeah, that's why I'm going inside the house, to loot.
You're going inside the house. All right. As you enter the front door of the house, because I'm assuming that's the way you're going in.
Yeah.
The walls of the farmhouse are flimsy. And there's very few things that look like they could be of any value at all. And most of it just looks like cheap knockoff junk. Even to your untrained goblin eyes who've just left the whelping cage.
Yeah,
But,
that's fine.
You can find creative uses for some of this shit.
Okay, well, tell me what there is.
But as you're starting to rummage through the crap, this woman comes out and says, "Holy shit!" And there's this dog yapping and going,
Hi there.
She's carrying a frying pan, takes a swing at Mog Merch.
Oh, man. Seriously?
You're gonna
dealing 2 damage.
sword.
Plong! Dog comes up yapping and tries to bite at fucking Retta, but she ducks out of the way just in time. Who are you going after?
I'm going after the bitch with the
Retta.
sword.
Going after the bitch.
With the sword.
All right, the bitch with the sword. Okay, and the sword lays down and deals a nice little cut in her hand. It looks like it got her kind of good. She's reeling back in a little bit of pain, but not much. All right, she's going good.
These people don't understand the word run and you'll be spared.
She takes another swing at Mog Merch and misses. The dog... Oh, wait. It's actually Mog Merch's turn, sorry.
Is it?
Yeah. I was going out of turn here.
Well, I think I only have one more bomb left.
All right. Who are you throwing it at? The bitch
Yeah,
or the
pretty sure.
dog?
I'm pretty sure I used 4 of them.
Just use it. We can.
I rolled a 1.
Oh.
You roll the 1. It goes back and starts catching the house on fire. All right, the bitch swung and missed. We know that outcome already. The dog nips. Oh, God. And damn near rips your leg off, Retta.
Fucking chihuahua.
It did fucking 5 damage.
That's a
You're down
evil.
to 1 hit point left with this
I'm-
fluffy little dog. It's a small dog. Damn near ripped your leg off.
I'm running. Fuck this shit.
You weak sauce.
The door is on fire.
Okay, fine. I'm killing. Just I'll throw a fucking Tinder thing, my last Tinder thing, at anyone. Splash
You're
damage.
throwing it at the dog.
Yes, fine.
And the dog shrieks in pain
Aw.
as it's just just ignited right in front of you and is now burning to death on the ground, curling up in the fetal position for dogs.
Thanks. That just depressed me.
All right. The bitch is screaming her head off. It's Mog Merch's turn.
Alright, let me see what I have left on my sheet. How many enemies are left? The dog's
Just
dead.
the
Yeah.
chick. Yeah.
Okay.
The house on fire, you idiot.
It wasn't my fault. I just rolled really shitty. What do I need to roll to make a grapple check?
Grapple check. That's CMD. CMB, the one above CMD. That's die 20.
14.
14 on the chick.
Yep.
Okay. 14, you said? Okay, what are you doing with her?
I'm gonna shove one of those dead moles down her throat.
You're shoving a dead mole down
I
her
have to.
throat. Oh my God. And now she's struggling for oxygen, drops her frying pan, tries grabbing it out of her mouth. When she does pull it out of her mouth, but she's completely unarmed. It's Retta's turn.
So, well, I'm just gonna stomp on her head.
Stomp on her head.
Yes.
That works.
You try to jump on her head as she's rising up off the ground, and she just ducks out of the way, and you hit the ground right beside her. The fire is starting to die down.
Good.
It's now Mog Merch's turn again.
Shove another mole down her throat.
Am I still grappling her? Or?
Make your check to make certain you are.
17.
All right, what are you doing with her this time?
I'm gonna start dry humping.
You are dry humping her. Which part of her?
Whichever part I can reach.
Well, now that she's back up, you're now dry humping her leg. Which has definitely hampered her movement, and she can't shake you off. She goes to grab her frying pan.
Distraction so that
She's trying to shake you up while she's trying to... Huh?
I'm trying to create a distraction so Retta can attack the damn thing. I'm out of bombs.
I have that apple beetle, right? I have the beetle as big as an
You
apple.
have weapons.
I know.
I'm gonna shove the apple beetle down her throat.
I'm not very
apple
good
beetle.
with those weapons.
Yes.
All right. You climb up on her while her legs being dry humped and shove the fucking beetle down her throat. And she drops her frying pan again. Only this time she inhales when she shouldn't and she's choking. She is now unconscious. lying on the ground, choking on a fucking beetle.
And I'm still dry humping.
You're now down one apple-sized beetle.
Well, I'm also down to 1 hit point.
Yeah, but are you gonna coup de grace her?
Yes, please, coup de grace. Somebody coup de grace.
But I'm gonna eat her right now.
You're eating her. She's going to die. The flames in the house have died down. You haven't damaged much of the house.
I'm going to eat her.
All right. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. You killed the entire party. You consumed the mother of the bride.
Oops.
All right, both of you, fortitude saves.
Oh, man.
Oh, please, Satan.
7.
You start hearing words form in your head saying, murder, die, death, kill, murder, die, death, kill, obey us, join us. Both of you.
Okay.
They begin talking to you in the strange tongues, prophesizing the destruction of all as long as you obey their commands to just do all this random chaos. You now hear the voices because you've been exposed to the blood of someone infected by them.
Man.
Ah, that explains a lot. Okay, I get it now. Although in the actual story, she does actually make it down to Valorous.
Well, you killed her and her mother.
Yes,
Mm.
that was awesome. So now let's tell me what there's in the house.
There's a bunch of blankets, pillows in the one bedroom, a full set of like bronze kitchen utensils,
Any
quite a
knives?
few books. Yeah, there's a couple kitchen knives.
I'll take them. What the fuck?
All right.
I'll take the books because
There's about 12 kitchen knives in this set inside the house. And remember, there's still the tables outside.
Yeah, we'll search I'll take the books just because I'm an asshole.
All right, how many books are you taking? There's literally more that you could carry.
As many as I can
I'll give you
without being
13.
over encumbered.
I'll put down 13 random books.
Whatever. But I have to hide them, obviously.
Yeah. All right, you've annihilated everyone at the farm. You've taken, okay, there's, like I said, about 12 knives. Are you divvying them up?
Yeah, you can have 6 if you want them.
Books? No, I'm good.
No, knives.
Kitchen knives.
Um,
They would deal 1d3 damage and they can be thrown.
well, I guess then.
Okay, I take 6, you take 6.
So,
6 kitchen knives.
6 kitchen knives, deal what?
What die 3? Throw increment 10 foot.
It's not much, but it's
It's little.
a weapon.
And of course, also melee, but And you
Now-
also add strength mod to that.
Let's go do what we came here to do. Buffet.
Alright. Thought you already had some of that.
I'm still hungry.
Oh, God. All
Here
right.
there's a cake. I saw a cake.
You're going out to the cake. And you're going to be sad.
The cake get
Oh.
burnt.
No, the cake's good. I'm just saying for you, Danamon, since you know mechanics, taking a bite out of the cake would have given you the same effect as a haste spell.
Oh.
So if you would have eaten the cake before you went in the house, that would have really helped out that fight.
Yeah, we'll live.
Whatever. Game mechanic can suck my ass.
Wrap up a piece, take it for later.
All right, give yourself one piece of cake.
Yeah, I'll take as much as I can carry. Hey,
I'm only letting you each have one piece of cake because you pretty much started gorging yourselves on it before you found out that the sugar rush has its thing.
Hey, Goblin. I hear there's a thing called alcohol. I want to try some of that. Do they have any?
There's a bunch of bottles lying around.
Are they all broken now, though?
They all have some weird... They're not all broken. Some still have a lot of liquid in them. There's a few smaller ones, a few bigger ones. Okay, so what you want to grab here?
The bigger one.
All right. And you take a swig of it, and it tastes a bit flowery. Like it's just putrefied flowers that someone bottled up.
Ew.
Doesn't taste as good as the blood.
Or the
You
toad.
essentially just drank a giant bottle of perfume.
Fuck you. And I force it down your throat. Drink it.
All right. You're living it up at this party. Eating it up. Fuck.
I'm having fun. Now let's
You
go
also
before we
find a sewing kit,
get...
6 shiny white buttons, a really, really expensive looking kitchen knife.
Oh, I want that.
Okay.
Okay, that counts as a masterwork dagger.
Whatever.
Okay,
This is more fun than it should be.
you still have that house on the river to check out too.
Yes, let's go. Let's go.
And
let's
there's
go.
2 gold rings on each of the
Yeah.
groom and bride. They look really expensive.
Let's go check out the house on the river.
You're just going to ignore the gold rings?
If I want gold, I can just kill somebody for it.
I'll take the rings.
All right.
It's a
Do a quick
souvenir.
appraise check.
12.
You pretty much guessed that you might be able to scrape 25 gold pieces for them.
Whatever.
For each of them, that is. So
Okay. I'll keep them just to make sure.
I'm doing the valorous fucking discount. If I want gold, I can just kill a shopkeeper for it.
Oh, and the cake, 1 piece of cake will give you haste for 30 minutes.
Okay. Let's go check out that house. The last house on the left.
All right. You go down there, and the door to this shed is locked.
Very well, I'll use my sword. It's very good at smashing doors.
All right, you're going to smash the door. And you start hacking at it and just start bouncing. Your sword bounces off of it. You're going to still try to bash it open? Or try other means to open the door?
Oh, wait, we have thieves' tools, huh?
Yeah.
Let's pick the lock.
Go ahead and try.
Go ahead and roll disable device.
I thought that was cool, though. Just
10. I rolled a 1.
All right.
tools as well. So.
Since you're the only one skilled at this, do you want to take the time to just take a 20?
Yeah, let's just take a 20.
All right. It takes about 20 minutes, but you finally get the thing to click and open it. Scattered around the boathouse, you see a bunch of tools and other stuff. You see 4 hammers on the wall.
Hammers?
Mm-hmm.
I want the hammers of justice.
Divvying them up or taking all 4?
He can have them.
Okay.
Okay, so you got 4 hammers. You also see 3 daggers.
I'll take one. You can have 2 because I already have the huge kitchen knife. So you can have 2 and I'll have 1.
Okay. 12 sacks of millet.
What the hell's millet?
It's a
grain.
trade. And it's pretty much just a trade good, but you could try brewing booze out of it. We do have an alchemist in the party.
Okay. Take it, alchemist.
How much?
I have to carry every damn weapon, so.
Well, that's your own fault. You're the one taking them. How much millet?
12 sacks.
How much do those weigh?
Don't worry about weight. You'll just be carrying it in a nearby cart.
Okay. Then.
Yeah, we find a cart randomly.
Yeah.
Oh, look there. There's a cart. Right there.
And what was the knife?
The 2 daggers.
They're just 2 standard daggers.
Okay.
You found a bucket of flammable tar.
Ooh. Sure, we can put that in the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it figures they would have a cart somewhere.
Okay. And 6 barrels of something smelling very potent.
Let's do a perception check.
You think this is what people call whiskey?
Hey, I've just noticed we've got just enough room in the cart for them. Just enough.
Yes, we got 6 barrels of corn whiskey.
All right. I think if no one's going to come, I think we can use that house as a house.
I don't know.
It has bed.
I'm just saying it might not be a good idea to hang out because,
Well, where else are we going to go?
Halflings,
home.
some elves, half elves. You just slaughtered a bunch of them.
Yeah, true. If the goblins catch us with all the loot, they might want to take some of it.
And so then we bash them in the face and take it back.
You can always take a quick rest here. You think you could get like a full day's sleep, so you'd heal up all your hit points before you go back.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah, probably fast.
Because we are down to like 1.
Yeah. Okay. And you heal up. Walking home is pretty much uneventful with your loot. And the elders are like, holy shit, where'd you get all that shit? Oh my god! Like just yesterday you became full-fledged goblins. What the hell?
We're going places.
We're going places.
Chief Gutwad's like, very impressive. I will give you this sword, which is too big for any goblin, in exchange for some of that whiskey you got there.
What sort of sword is this?
It is the broadsword.
How much whiskey do you want?
Just 1 keg.
Deal.
All right, we're now down to 5 kegs of whiskeys, and you now have your great sword, which is now just way too big. It is going to drain some of your stealth stat. Just carrying it because it's dragging behind you the whole time.
What Kim doesn't realize, actually maybe he does, is that I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I sit in my room and down a keg of whiskey.
And you're getting drunk. And you pass out. And that's where we're calling this adventure. Fuck.
Wait, we're down to 4 barrels of the whiskey then?
We're down to 5.
Okay.
4 now because he drank 1.
Yeah, we gave one to
Because
the
you're all
bag.
drinking 1, getting hammered over in your newly appointed tents. It's now full-fledged, and people are too intimidated by the fact that you just came back with all this shit. And some of the early scouts come back reporting fire and brimstone everywhere. There's a bunch of dead bodies, and they think they located the farm now, and they're like, holy shit, what the hell? Some of them are complaining that, like, you didn't let them have any of the fun, but you're too intoxicated to care, as you're lying there drunk, still licking your toads.
Drunk and high.
Yeah. Oh, God. That's what we're going to call this adventure. There will be a level distributed because that was just too good.
Get fucked.
Fuck.